Good morning. John Talk Flint napping. Doing a series of new videos for beginners and people that's only been napping a little while, trying to get the people pretty well figuring it out, but might help them a little bit. And there's so many videos out there on beginners, and I've done 2 of them. I'm going to go back and look at them. I said, I didn't explain that good enough, or whatever, like I'm hitting away right now, and I'm not explaining to you what I'm doing. It's just a habit. If I'm holding a rock in my hand, I've got to hit on it. Even if I don't have a billet, I'm going to start hitting on it with my finger. No, not really. But here's the spoil I knocked off of on the last video. When I had a chunk of Georgetown, I showed you how to spoil it out to get arrow points and not waste anything, and knife blades and stuff like that out of it. I'm just hitting straight down now, trying to turn this edge. I got an edge here it's so thick it didn't want to turn, and I'm going to explain it to you. Look how I turned it, brought it down. It was so thick I had to hit a lot of times to bring it this far down. Now I want to get right on that edge, but I should have used this bigger billet. These are hollow copper boppers are my favorite tool. It took me a pretty good while to get used to them. And the problem I was having is not knowing when to reduce the size of them. And by reduce, when to drop to a smaller size or go up to a bigger size, I guess you call it. But you want them in sizes from like a 1/2 inch to maybe 1.5 inches or 2 inches. And as your products get thinner, you want to reduce the size down. And it just takes a while to get the feel of it. And the best way I know if it's working real good for you, then all of a sudden, you don't seem to be having luck with it. The flakes aren't running very far. Go to a bigger one or a smaller one. If it's a thick piece, you might need to go to a bigger one. If you already thinned it down some with the one you're using, you probably need to go to a smaller one. We got a heavier right in here, kind of thick and high. We need to move it. So I'm going to grind down like this, hit like that. Good deal. Okay, this piece is kind of crazy. It's got a lot of real, like this is a little scoop of backhoe made or something scooped out like that. You can see the ridges on it. Over here, it scoops here, it's different things. It's not even at all. It's real out of balance on thickness. So I guess what I need to do is start on the top right here. And work down towards the bottom. I'm hitting down on it to raise my platform up. You know, I don't know if that's the correct word to say, to raise it up or raise it down. As I'm looking at it like that, I raise it up, but when I turn it over and hit on it, it's down. It's just the opposite. I never figured out what's the best way to comment on that. If I'm hitting down like this, I'm raising this up towards me. But when I turn it over, it's pointing down. That's what I'm talking about. It's going to be a tricky spot right here. I'll show you what's going to be tricky. Got a little valley right in there. hit on top down. I treated it just like a hinge. I hit up on the top and straight down. And the reason I did that is my shock wave went behind it and lifted it out. It wasn't a long plate. It didn't run long, about 1/4 of an inch, but it got that hinge out at the low area. It did just what I needed it to do. We're going to come down through here and raise this edge up some. And go it. I probably need to swap to this 1/2 inch smaller billet because I'm getting it thin enough to do that. And by using these a lot, I just know how thin it is, what I need to be hitting on it with. This is where the practice comes in. This little lightweight billet is the best I've ever seen for trimming an edge like this. You don't see it, but it's removing so many little flakes, not even funny. Well, that worked out real good. Look at all those little flakes right there. I only want this to run about 1/2 inch. Just about 1/2 inch right there to flush it out even. Like having a hand plane on a piece of wood, you got a high air there. You don't want to move that high air, you want to make it level once you get it moved. You don't want to move any of it that's already level and flat. That's what I'm trying to do here, just move what needs to be moved to make it level. Just move it out. Okay, this piece here, I think I need to do indirect on it the rest of the way. And kind of give you some pointers on that. Because it's getting so thin here that even using a lighter weight billet, my accuracy's off. I'm gonna ruin it. That's the thing about indirect. You're gonna hit where it's laying. No accuracy problems at all. You lay it down and look at it. Okay, that's where I want it. You don't move it, that's where it's going. It's like putting a rifle scope on the target. You got some kind of bench rest or whatever, and you get it locked in on that target and it's sighted in on that target, already sighted in, it's gonna hit that target if you don't move it. You don't shake your arms or let a deep breath out the wrong time while you're pulling the trigger or taking one in. Anything shake that gun, you're gonna mess that up. Ain't like that with indirect. You got it sitting right there and you hitting up here and hit anywhere down through here and it's gonna hit wherever that's touching is where it's gonna go. We're not gonna do any more with this one. That's gonna be another part for beginners. Hope y'all enjoy these videos of John Total Flint Knife.